What's up, guys? Alex here with our next video update. And this is an interesting video update, but something that needs to be said, especially with a lot of guys. A lot of guys that are watching this, you got to check this out, okay? Whether you like it or not, your appearance is going to dictate a lot of your future, your interactions with people, business, even friendships. I know you shouldn't judge somebody specifically if they're a good friend, right? But it, at the end of the day, how you look dictates a lot of the future of your life. And here's where I'm going with this, okay? I've had a lot of people reach out to me the last few years, like friends and family, and they said, "Hey, Alex, I haven't seen you in a while, and you look great. You look like you've aged in reverse the last 10 years. Uh, what have you been doing different? What are you look great. Your skin's better. Your hair looks better. Your teeth, everything is just better. Like, what are you doing? Are you putting stuff on your?" No, that's why I'm doing this video because um, I'm very curious. And while I was treating my Lyme disease, I realized through that I had a lot of cool positive side benefits from my holistic health protocols that I was doing for my Lyme disease, and it had other positive benefits, oddly enough. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to give you guys some quick tips, tricks, and pointers on how to improve your physical appearance, right? Not just the gym, which is obviously important. That's the fit over fashion is very true. You want to be fit first and then the fashion second. But let's bypass for now the fit part and get to the everything else. This is my cheat code that I did. I have to post a picture here later, but I don't know if you guys have seen in the last couple of videos. One of the videos, I had a picture of me from 10 years ago when I was 25, obese, skin looked horrible, wrinkles, hair was bad. I just looked like a total mess, like really bad. And I will tell you the difference from then, 10 years ago, to now, where people say I look way younger 10 years later than I did when I was 25. So here's what I did. And again, the original holistic health benefits and protocols that I was doing before, it wasn't the end goal of having just like a better looking appearance, right? Especially skin, hair, and teeth. But through that, I noticed all these other cool benefits. So that's what I'm going to tell you now. Okay. Number one, it's what you eat. That is the most important. It's what you eat. Number one. For me, grass-fed milk. I'm sorry, grass-fed meat, eggs from a farm, and milk. Everything that I get essentially from a farm. Now, does that mean I don't have cheat meals? I still have cheat meals. Maybe like once every 1 or 2 weeks, maybe I'll have one cheat meal. But now, since I've been eating mostly healthy the last few years, my cravings for junk food's kind of like diminishing now, which is a cool thing because I used to eat junk food, McDonald's 3, 4 times a day, 4 or 5 Coca-Colas a day, all of my teens and 20s. That's when I ballooned up to like 290 pounds, give or take. So, number one thing that I noticed, right? Grass-fed meat, raw honey, fruits from a farm. Everything is from a farm. If you do this for a few months, you're going to start to notice significant differences. Number two, and really quick before I go to number two, this diet is very good for Lyme disease, by the way, right? And ultimately, it's, I believe, how I got rid of the Lyme disease as well. Number two, fasting. There's intermittent fasting, and then there's the intense fasting. Now, what I did, and this is, I'm not giving health advice here, but I did a 3-day fast, and then ultimately I did a 7-day fast. Now, once your body gets into a 7-day fast, that's when your body starts to naturally produce stem cells. And once your body naturally produces stem cells, that's when I started noticing differences in my face, right? The wrinkles are not there as much as they used to be. Or just the skin quality is better. Now, you're going to obviously have to drink salt in your water as well every day. That's so important. I prefer snake juice. That's what I put in my water. Unfluoridated water. The fluoride's taken out, and it's clean water with a packet of snake juice. I put it in every day. So that's very important. Number 2, sauna. The sauna is a game changer for your physical appearance, for your skin, for your hair. So that's that. Next, this one's uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, but significant differences as far as toxin release. So, coffee enemas. I never thought in a million years I would ever do something like this, ever. And the first time I tried it, I'm like, this is horrible. I've done them probably over 30 times now, 40 times. And what you'll notice is right after you do it, you just feel like $1,000,000. And by the way, the number one way to produce glutathione naturally is coffee enemas. Yep, coffee enemas. You got to hold it in as long as you can, ideally over 10 minutes, and you just let everything out. You're going to be wanting to hang out by a toilet the rest of the next few hours after doing it, but it's worth it. The way you feel is just, you feel like $1,000,000. Okay, where else do we go? Some of the stuff that I take: iodine, 5% Lugol's iodine with selenium. You're going to need selenium with it. And I'm gonna dabble into the hydrogen peroxide conversation for another video as well. 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. You got to be careful with this though. You can't play around with this. You got to be very, very careful. Now, when you try all this, right? When you flood your body with oxygen, when you get a lot of positive benefits with the iodine for your thyroid, you do all this, the healthy eating, you're going to notice physically almost a complete change in how you look after a couple of months. This is a 9-day difference from how I looked 10 years ago. And I know it is a difference, not just me personally seeing it too, but just the quality of my dates as well has gone up tremendously because I lost the weight, obviously, and stuff like that. So I've noticed that's been a lot more easier to date now, quite a bit easier. And also just how I feel, how I look is different as well. And the other thing as well, see the teeth here. I'll talk about this too. It could be a little bit wider, but you want to get your Invisaligns, do that. I finished that after a year. And then I don't use mouthwash, Listerine. I use hydrogen peroxide for the mouthwash, and I mix it with water, and that's what I use, right? Teeth look good too. So I wanted to do this video too because, how do I say this nicely? I work at coffee shops a lot on my laptop. I like to work at coffee shops. I like the vibe. I like to just chill out, quiet. You know, sometimes when I'm in my home office, I get a little bit bored. I need to mix it up a little bit. I need to see people walking around just to kind of stay mentally stimulated. But every time I come back to the US and I just see how the way people look, the way they're dressed now, grown-ups in pajamas, people's butt cracks hanging out in the store with these pajamas on, or just people wearing flip-flops, or just ketchup stains on their shirt. And I lived in different countries around the world, Latin countries. I was in Europe for a few, about a couple of weeks here and there in different countries. And it's like a night and day difference compared to the US. And I see a lot of guys too, and I'm thinking to myself, I see a lot of guys complaining about, Western women are this and that, and I get it, and I agree to a certain extent too. I mean, it's just different. Women are different here than they are in different parts of the world. But to be fair, if you guys don't take care of your physical appearance, who's gonna want you? It doesn't matter if you go to the other side of the North Pole, right? Doesn't matter. You got to take care of yourself physically, right? Fit over fashion. Fashion is important too, but just dress up nice, right? Number 2, right, after you get the fit and fashion part, is you want to be able to be presentable. The way you speak, the way you present yourself. These are important skills that a lot of young men are lacking now. A lot of young men. And I see the awkwardness, socially awkward guys. I don't know if this is from COVID. I don't know if this is all the junk food and all the sugar and all the fluoride in the water. I don't know what it is now, but this is going to be a problem in the future because this is the future, right? I think we could step it up. And that's my goal. One guy that did a great job talking about these subjects was Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, Godfather. He was excellent, outstanding in talking about these subjects. And I feel that this is more than ever important for young men nowadays too, because you could have money, you could have all that, and that's good. You should strive for that, to work hard and make a lot. But if you have these other pieces missing as well, it doesn't matter at that point. You know what I'm saying? We need to build the ultimate video game character. And that's my goal with this channel. I just want you guys to be like a video game character. We're starting from scratch. We want to make sure that this part is at full power and this part's at full power and this part and this part. So we're just building a video game character. And hopefully I can teach you how to do this through different methods. If you have any questions, guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. See ya.